Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hey, Dave. Welcome in, buddy. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't get the Rumble thing to work. Yeah, Rumble Studio's not letting me do anything. And then I tried to use StreamYard. Well, StreamYard wants me to upgrade to do multiple streams, so I'm not doing that today. And it's supposed to be a YouTube day, so I wasn't gonna screw the YouTube thing out. So we're on YouTube only for the day, unfortunately. To give a little bit of time here, get some people in here. So, hopefully you're all having a good day. We're not doing a walk and talk, unfortunately. It's too windy again. Um, yeah, they're talking like 20-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Sorry, I just ain't doing that today. Hi, Teresa. How you doing? Yeah. Um, the way we started out was Monday and Fridays are YouTube days. Wednesday and Sundays are Rumble. But when Rumble Studio came out, it started to let me do both at the same time, which gave you guys the opportunity that if you wanted to be on Rumble, you could do Rumble. If you wanted to be on YouTube, you could do YouTube. And I was able to see all the chat from all of you, and um, it's nice when it works, but it hasn't been working lately. Um, this is what the third time I've had a problem with it. So, but welcome in. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Roddy, Mom. How y'all doing? Being kind of a slug. It's okay to be a slug sometimes. I prefer to be a snail. I won't have I put up a shell so I get away from people. You know what I mean? Shit. So lots of stuff going on. Uh, yeah, I just want to give it a couple more minutes. See if we get anyone else that joins in. If I was smart, I would have used my iPhone for the video, and I would have used that to send out a link because, yeah, I don't know that I can now. Oh well. Actually, I still can. I just realized I sent Slushy the wrong thing. Wait, what is JJ going off about? JJ's going nuts. Oh, it's Mike. Mike. Let me see if I can get Mike in here. So what do y'all want to talk about? Huh? There's Slushy. Both not working on your end. Can you not see me, y'all? Yes, Dave. I will be in the path of the eclipse. So will JJ. Yeah. Hold on. Waiting for Ron to get on here. Yeah, definitely out there. There's Ron. Tell Rod to get on YouTube and I'll explain, and there he pops up. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I'm only on YouTube today. Now let me explain. I went to set up on Rumble Studio. Rumble Studio would not let me go live. I tried it with both YouTube and Rumble. I tried it just Rumble. It just sits there and spins, won't connect. I pulled up StreamYard to try and use it. Problem with that is they're wanting me to upgrade to a plan to do multiple streams. So we're just on YouTube today. Ted says it won't let him get in chat. Let me see. Can you see and hear me? Yeah, but I don't know what the hell the problem is with the Rumble Studio. Maybe I need to do an update on it. I'll check after this is over, but it was too late. And I didn't want to be too late on here getting on with you all. All right, bud. See you in a second. Now, for those of you who are new to going live with me, we do things a little bit differently here. I do not dictate what we talk about. I do not dictate how we talk, where we go with it. I have a conversation with you. You have a conversation with me, and that's what we do. We just talk back and forth and discuss things. So hopefully hopefully you enjoyed this format. I try to do stuff a little bit differently that way. I mean, everybody's doing the same thing on YouTube for the most part. Um, I'm just trying to do something different. Welcome back, Corey. So, what's on your minds? My mind's fried at the moment. What did I do with my damn drink? There it is. Hey, welcome in, Ted. Glad you made it, bud. So, you like it? Well, I'm glad you like it. Make sure I keep my mouth nice and wet so it doesn't crack and all that happy shit. I'm going to share something with y'all. Because I know a bunch of you have the same problem that I have. Um, you have problem with pain. Oh, you're going to be home in about 5 minutes, Ted? Well, be safe, bud. I don't want anything happening to you. But this is one of the things that I use. And I don't get paid for this. But this is what I use to rub on like my joints and stuff when they start really hurting. You put a little dab on your hand and rub it in, and it actually works really well. It's all natural. So if you I get it from the guy at Roots. Oh, we got breaking news. Let me open this up. I'll share pictures of and information on how to get it on Discord because it's not really showing up very well on here. So, but yeah, that stuff it really works really good for me. Okay, Thomas, welcome in, buddy. How you doing? So, breaking news. This just popped up on Apple News. The Princess of Wales has cancer. Kate reveals diagnosis in emotional video message and says she's been receiving preventive chemotherapy since February. So, I don't know if you've seen the YouTube channel sitting there going, "Where's Kate? Where's Kate?" Well, now we know where Kate is. Um, if you pray, send a prayer for her. You know, you hate seeing it hit anybody. I don't care who it is. I don't have double standards. I don't hate people. I might dislike people, but that doesn't mean I want bad things to happen to them, you know? Um, that was on my iPhone. I'm shedding apparently. So, but yeah, that popped up. So I thought I'd share that with you. Um, what are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on how prevalent cancer started becoming lately? Peak, Tammy's trying to throw you under the bus, buddy. I told on you, Tammy. Um, well, Pfizer just did a an interview. Borla, the veterinarian who's in charge of a human pharmaceutical company, makes that fucking make sense, right? Um, had an interesting interview was it a couple months back where he's talking about they had just bought a pharmaceutical company because they wanted their research on turbo cancers. Um, I don't know a whole lot about turbo cancers. I haven't really done the uh, a lot of deep diving on turbo cancers yet, but it just struck me as odd that you never hear about this stuff until after we have a vaccine that's causing all kinds of horrible side effects. Um, there was at least 3 players from uh, overseas soccer teams that went down in the middle of games due to heart issues this past week. I don't know if any of you saw that. Um, and these are teams that force their members to get vaccinated. So, um, and there's some really serious studies coming out talking about the vaccines having a lot of junk in it that blocking cell developments and stuff like that. So we'll see what comes out of it, but I think it's going to be very, very, very um, a very, very heartbreaking time coming up. I think for a lot of families, um, and yeah, I don't know. I know that there's a lot of people who were doing really good with treatments for cancer and for like psoriasis and that sort of thing. Excuse me, I got a fuzzy. Ah. And they were forced to get the vaccination to keep their job. And afterwards, the treatments that were working completely stopped working. Um, and yeah, it changed something in their body, the chemical makeup of their cells, um, to make it so that it stopped working. I think it's going to be more than that, Thomas. Yep. I believe it's going to be more closer to 35, 40% from that. Um, if the people in charge get their way with the farmers, between that and famine, you're looking at probably 50% um, losses across the globe, which falls into what they want. So I completely agree, Teresa. Yeah, no, I can't. And Tammy, I agree with you too. I have enough shit going on with my health. I don't need anything adding to it. Um, you know, uh, we have new people. I'm sorry. My apologies. Um, to those of you who already know all this, I apologize, but I want to be transparent with the new people. Um, I'm sure you already know my name is Chris. Um, I am fully disabled due to uh, I have a severe case of degenerative disc and joint disease. Um, plus, I also have cardiovascular issues and yeah, just a whole shit ton of crap. Um, I've had 20 surgeries in the last 8 years. 21 should be happening in June, where they're going to go in and do some more work on my back. Um, yeah, I've had both knees replaced, both hips replaced. Back in February, I just had um, my shoulder worked on. They did a labrum repair and scraped out a bunch of arthritis out of my shoulder. Uh, before that, last November, they went in and completely pulled out my old spinal uh, cord stimulator, the entire system, and put a whole new system in. Um, so that's my background. If you want to see any of the X-rays or anything like that, I'll be more than happy to share them with you so you can kind of see what it looks like. If you have any questions, I'm here. Feel free. I have no problem talking to you and trying to um, help you understand um, or to help you with issues that you might be having. All right, Roddy, be safe. Take protection out, please. So, well, yeah, that's just something, just my background and what's going on with me. Um, give me 1 second. Think of a topic that you guys want to talk about, please. Um, so, do you have any questions for me at this point? Congratulations are in order for Mr. Slushy there. Mr. Slushy got amazing news today. Don't let Tammy lie to you. She's fibbing. I'm a giant asshole. Well, I'll let him tell you that. That's for him to say. Um, Unfortunately, yes. I think that that's going to be the only way that that changes. Um, and we get anywhere, Teresa. Now, my problem is that I don't know that we have the people to pull it off anymore. Um, so, and the longer the problems go on, the more people we lose. So, huh? Yeah, you're. They relax something because um, there's other people that I've talked to who have gone through lately, and they said that they've gotten approved their first time too now. So something changed to make it easier to get on. But I'm still happy for you, bud. Don't think I'm not. You know what I mean? Um, for people who need it, I have no problem with them getting it. It's people who school the system to get on it and don't need it, and they're still working under the table and making lots of money. It happens. I've seen it. Um, they're the people that piss me off. Oh, you're fine, bud. I know it's been an emotional ride for you. 3 here. It took me 3 times to go to get mine, and the final time, I finally went and got a lawyer, and then it finally went through because I had to actually go to a hearing up in Harrisburg in front of the lawyer and the judge, and they called in some kind of physical therapist and asked him all kinds of questions about if I can do this or if I can do that, or um, what kind of jobs would actually hire me, and they could have saved us all this freaking trouble, but no, they called me up there and um, just for the physical therapist to say, there's no jobs that this guy can do. There's nobody that's going to hire him. So yeah, they try and they try and make it as hard as possible for some people, it seems. Um, back then I was using a walker. Um, I was 350 pounds. Um, and like I couldn't sit for more than 5, 10 minutes or 15 minutes at a time without having to stand up and move around. So, I mean, I actually interrupted the judge and had to stand up in the middle of it. So, but yeah, I now the nice thing about it was I ended up getting all the back pay, so I was able to um, pay back everyone that I borrowed money for 'em, or my parents who I was living with and couldn't pay anything. Um, so I was able to pay them back and uh, bought my vehicle and all that stuff. So, but yeah, it's uh, it's definitely when you become disabled and you can't work, it really, really messes with your head. Um, especially if when you're used to doing a lot of things, uh, you're used to busting your ass to get work done. You're used to helping others, um, you know, and all of a sudden it just stops. You cannot do anything, or I couldn't anyway. I was um, just in so much pain that I could barely move. Um, I remember waking up and just rolling around in bed when I woke up, and you're sitting there going, "What? Why?" And then all of a sudden, the realization comes to you that you have a pain so bad in part of your body that your body's trying to position itself in your sleep. Your body will do stuff that you don't realize it's doing. Um, but yeah, I mean, I've seen and I've been through a lot of shit. And I don't mean that to sound like you know, I'm smarter than everyone else or anything like that, because I'm not. My experiences are not going to be the same as your experience. Um, so, but I can teach you tricks on how to handle certain things. You know, one of my one of the tricks that I've had to really learn is how to play your brain, how to make your brain feel better than what it actually is. Um, when you're dealing with depression, hurry back, Teresa. But when you're dealing with depression, which I know most people who are on disability deal with on a daily basis, not just every once in a while. It's a daily basis. You're always um, it's always in your head that you are not worth it. You're not. You shouldn't be here. That goes through your head. Um, that you're a burden to everyone around you. Um, and you just got to, even if it's true that you're a burden on those around you, you still have to get into the right frame of mind mentally, or it'll take over your thinking and it'll lead you down a really dark path that sometimes does not end in a very good place. Um, I I've had people come to me and say, "What do you get out of this? What do you get out of listening to us talk to you?" Because most of you here know me from um, Ben's group, or some folks. What we met through mutual friends, and I've always said the same thing. I've said, if you need to talk, call me, message me, whatever, you know. And I constantly get, what do you get out of it? What are you getting paid for something? Are you getting some kind of compensation? And it's kind of a yes and no thing. The main reason why I do it is because I know what it's like to not have somebody to talk to. And when you're in the deepest, darkest recessions of your brain, you want to talk to somebody who you feel a connection with, that you know isn't going to judge you, that will shut up and just listen, not sit here and try and tell you, oh, well, this is what you should try. You should do this. You should do that. You just want somebody that's going to fucking listen. And I'm in the position where I can do that. I've I don't want others to get that far down in there. I want people to know that there are people that care and that they're not alone. So, um, yeah. Hey, Logan. Welcome in. Sorry, that got a little dark there. But yeah, I just want you all to know that that's what I get out of it, is just making sure that you're not one of the people that we lose. I'm doing good, Logan. I am. Thanks for asking. I hope you're doing well too, bud. Um, hey, Jamie. Welcome in. You know, um, I was taken aback when we were doing some research and, the number they throw out there for the number of veterans that we lose in a day, they tell the number they try and push out is 22. But if you just start digging into the actual numbers, it's closer to 44, 45 veterans a day that we're fucking losing. One is too fucking many. And we need to get through to the veterans so that they don't feel like they're by themselves fighting these demons that they have. So, and if I can do something to help with that, I'm doing it. Oh yeah, I mean, there's people at this point. I mean, if we're going to be honest, there's at least 75% um of society in the United States has some sort of mental illness and depression. Um, a lot of it is brought on by social media. Um, Facebook did their own fucking studies that show that 75% of young girls suffer from depression from being on Facebook and being um, on Instagram. And yeah, it's just not it's not good. We need to get you need to get kids off of the fucking internet. Kids under 13 should not even be on the internet. There is no reason that they should. If they're doing book reports, let them do them off the damn books. Not they don't have to be on the internet. You know, and get them the hell outside. Get them fresh air. Get them to exercise. Exercise is one of the best way to release endorphins into your brain. Um, you know, and it helps you with just having so much better health. How many kids do you see nowadays that are not overweight? And I'm not putting down anyone who's overweight because they have actual reasons for being that way. And yes, there are actual reasons for that. When I couldn't move because of my pain levels. Hey, welcome in, Tim. How you doing, buddy? But when don't get me wrong, I love the internet because I meet you guys and gals. There's Mike. How you doing, buddy? Definitely, Teresa. Um, that's what sucks about today. I wanted to do a walk and talk and show the environment around me again and just talk. but it's too fucking windy out right now. I just can't do it. So we set up in here and we talk. That's what we do. We have conversation. So you staying warm over there, Mike? It's that holy hell that the temperature dropped last night. We got down to I think 25 was our low that this morning when I looked. Oh, also when I give you the information about the pain cream, um, remind me that you're supposed to call instead of going online. But that's something that just popped in my head. Sorry. Yeah, definitely, bud. We'll have to we'll have to meet up either in Wrightsville or Columbia sometime and grab a bite to eat and maybe a drink or two. So you'll just need to let me know when that was. Well, I'm glad you're getting your snow, bud. I know you were anxious for it. You guys didn't get a whole lot of snow out that way this year. So, but all right, Dave, throw out a topic, buddy. Something fun. We need to get we need to get a little some laughter in here. So I'm putting it all on you, pal. Can I ask where you're oh, whereabouts you are? You don't have to tell me your exact location, Teresa, but where something close to you, maybe. Fine. Um, apparently Ron's looking for something. Okay, very nice. You go here. Yeah, I know some places we can go and just chill, take a couple drinks with us, Mike, and just hop in some water and just say fuck it. You know what I mean? Well, ain't that some shit? Anyone here like to fish? Anyone enjoy going out in the boat and just kind of throwing the line in the water and seeing what you can catch? How would you like to catch this? And you see what it says? It's kind of blurry in it. But it says, in a big one, it turned out to be a Tennessee. What the hell? Now I got something popping up here. It says a Tennessee fisherman reeled in a big one. It turned out to be an alligator. How'd you like to have that happen? Uh oh. We've got more breaking news with graphic footage. Hold on, let me.
And do what our forebears have done throughout the last 2.5 centuries. And we can do it. It's hard, but we can do it. We just need to make sure that we're coming together and being focused.
Apparently, there was a massive terror attack in Moscow. This is they're trying really hard to get us into this fucking war. Um, yeah, I'm not going to show you this. If you want to see the footage, you can see it. It's on Clown World on X. Um, I don't think you want to see it. It's a group of people running through with automatic weapons, going through uh, a mall in Russia, and they're just mowing people down. Yeah, definitely, Mike. It is going to be the Summer of Love 2.0, and it is going to be at least 2 times worse than what it was back then, especially if Trump gets in office. All right, Mike, thanks for hopping in with us, buddy. Go get some rest, and we'll talk to you on Discord later this afternoon, bud. Okay, so that wasn't very funny, was it? Sorry. Let's go back to what we were looking at here. Really? Okay, so yeah, it's a sad situation over there, Mike or Tim. I'm sorry, I said the wrong number, but yeah, I mean, pray for peace. I mean, we really need to get the right people in place to get all this shit under control. Um, so how's this for? Yeah, but we got to try. We do. Still have to try and laugh and have a good time. Because if not, is it really worth doing anything? So, but here we go. English Women's League Showdown, which is soccer, women's soccer. It was delayed because both of the teams were wearing the same kind of socks. So, even though they don't have the same uniform, because they had the same socks, they were saying that they couldn't play until one of them changed their socks. That's kind of weird to me, but okay, whatever. More power to them. Swedish appeals court rules. Space rock should stay with the owner of the property where it landed. How is that not? I mean, I guess the government was trying to steal this guy's space rock. The government tries to steal everything, don't they? They'd take your fucking underwear if they could. If they could. Well, how about this one? There's a Texas man that's in trouble. A Texas man is in trouble. Yep. A Texas man is accused of trying to sneak on board a flight by taking a photo of another passenger's boarding pass. And authorities say he was caught because the flight was full and he didn't have a place to sit. So, what they're saying here is that airport security is so fucking horrible that a man used a little girl's photo of her boarding pass. Right, there's first fucking clue, right? Little girl, man. Little girl, man. Nobody noticed this? But the only reason he got caught is because there was not enough room on the fucking plane for him to sit down. I'm ready to call the aliens and tell them I'll take the fucking anal probe. Let's go. Seriously. Just knock me out for it. Yeah, we just talked about that, Ron. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, good news. We're doing good news right now. Okay, a student at Auburn University connected on a long distance punt, or not punt, but a long distance putt on Saturday, the entire length of a basketball court, right? He made a 94-foot putt. Now, I don't know if you've ever fucking tried to putt, but 94 feet is a long freaking putt. And he hit it and won a car. Craig Nolan, wait, that's not right. Who was it that won? Connor Boyle is the student's name. Yep. So, congratulations to Connor on winning a new car. It was, it wasn't a green. I don't know. Let me see if there's a picture here. There's no picture. It just says it was the length of a basketball court. Oh, here. I guess we got it.
Into the size of basically a plane. This is pretty cool. So,
The second time that somebody's done that at Auburn. That's the second time somebody's made a putt like that.
There are so many problems with EV charging. It's often difficult to.
So. We have a place called Evergreen or something like that. It's actually a pitch and putt. So, funny story about that. We're at pitch and putt, with a bunch of friends, and one of my friends says 4. He smacks the ball, and the next thing you know, you see the ball hit some guy in the head down the green further, and the guy falls over. And yeah, that was a good time. Um, okay. What do you get when you cross rodeo with skiing? It's called the wild and wacky skijoring. Okay. Um, no, wait a minute.
1-5 North Seattle. With EDHY, you know. Inside, you
Stupid
will find thoughtful
ad.
body collection from fixed income specialist. EDHY, the symbol of high yield done right.
Hurry back, Tammy. All right, let me see here. So, in other words, it's just people on skis getting drugged around behind a horse. Okay, that's stupid. Instead of calling it rodeo and mix of rodeo and skiing, just call it what it is. You're somebody on skis being drugged behind a fucking horse. They overcomplicate everything. You know, it's not hard. Stop trying to make everything seem so complicated. Anybody here like to ski? Yeah, I can't anymore either, bud. But if you could, would you ski? Would you like to ski? Did you enjoy skiing at some point in your life? Oh, you did boarding? Okay. I I learned to ski when I was 16. My aunt and uncle took me. We went to a place over here called Ski Round Top outside of York, and went through the lessons and all that stuff. And I remember we're on the beginner slope, learning how to control ourselves coming down the hill. And we get to the bottom of the hill, and there's a fence, a wooden fence that goes around. And so I start over to get on the pony lift to go up the mountain. And I hear this kid screaming at the top of his lungs. This kid couldn't have been more than 8 years old. Had no poles, right? And he's just screaming for me to get out of his way. And the next thing I know, he barrels right into that fucking fence. Hits the fence, he bounces back about 6 feet, falls on his ass. And I'm like, this kid's fucking dead. I'm I'm expecting to have to get paramedics out there to get him up, you know. Nope. This kid just pops up real quick and off he goes. I'm like, motherfucker, man. Hey Jay. How you doing, bud? Hopefully everything's okay with you. Yeah, to be young like that again and be able to just hop up and bound off like nothing fucking happened, right, you know? No, not anymore. Uh I'd put us in the hospital now. The problem now is that the kids are so afraid to do anything nowadays. They don't want to go out in the sun because it's too bright. It might burn. I might, you know. We need to stop babying kids and let them go outside and be kids. Do shit. Let them fall out of a fucking playhouse in the middle of a tree. They'll live. Well, most of the time they'll live, but it's an experience. Um, you know, how many of you have jumped on a trampoline and did a swan dive off of it and landed on your chest and your feet like come up over your head? Anybody else done that? I can't be the only person that's ever done that. Yeah, scorpion. I've done it. You basically turned your trampoline into a diaper, or when you hit that it go completely through and like because you know what I mean when you see those people that like are jumping and all of a sudden their feet go through and it's like it looks hilarious. Oh, ouch! That'll leave a mark. Uh, have any of you ever watched the Slow Mo Guys? You know who I'm talking about? Okay. The Slow Mo Guys are guys who take a high, um, shit. They take I hate when this happens. My fucking brain just stops. High res video. That's what it is. Um, and it's only a small, yeah, high speed cameras, and they catch stuff on these cameras, and it's just crazy to see the shit that happens. They did an episode where the one guy jumps onto a trampoline full of mouse traps, and that was a fun one. Ugh, my nose is getting clogged up. What the hell? Um, they did one with the Blue Man Group too. I don't know if you all saw that. Any of you saw that, but um, that was pretty fun. Hmm. Wow, that's odd and kind of cool. In Louisiana last month, they had a calf born with two faces. Yeah, I've watched that one too, bud. That's some good stuff. You're right. Trying to find a picture of this calf, but they're not showing a picture. Huh. Uh, excuse me. All right, somebody else throw out a subject for us to discuss. Uh, if my nose keeps going this way, I'm gonna have to hop off here. I can barely breathe at the moment. I probably sound like a fucking idiot. Nothing? Really? Nobody has anything? All right, I'll find something. No, that's all good. I'll find something. Ew. That can't be good for you. Really? I don't know how I feel about that. I think Vivek would be better than DeSantis, though. But I still don't know how I feel about that one. Can you read that? Or is that backwards to you all? According to this, it says surgeons pulled 30-centimeter long live, this is the key word, live eel out of a man's stomach. Yuck. Just how? Okay, so basically barbecue's coming. You hear that, Ron? Barbecue's coming to your state. You're gonna get a visit from barbecue. Yeah, I have no idea, pal. I don't know if he swallowed it whole or he was invaded when he was swimming. That's a hell of an enema, you know? Let me see. A 34-year-old was admitted to the hospital in Quang Ninh Province, Vietnam. So at least it wasn't in the States, right? With severe cramps on Wednesday, and an X-ray and ultrasound showed he had foreign body in his stomach. Medics couldn't figure out what it was, but could see it had caused internal perforation. So it's actually in there ripping shit apart, apparently. Uh, which is when the inside wall of the abdomen becomes swollen and painful. They decided to operate and soon discovered an eel the length of a standard ruler in his belly, which incredibly was still alive. The surgeons managed to successfully remove the creature, and the man recovered in hospital. He wouldn't explain how the eel got inside him, but doctors believe it entered his anus, slid up his colon, bit through his intestine, and entered the abdomen. That didn't happen naturally. So, yeah. You've heard of gerbil jamming? I guess they're doing eel jamming now. Fucking people, man. Okay, Dave wanted to know the top news story on each of the main news sources. Shooby dooby doo. I'm looking, guys. Welcome back, Slushy. You missed the wonderful eel story. I'll send it to you. All right, Dave. So the top story on the BBC, which we know everybody loves the BBC, right? But the top story on there is Kate having cancer. The top story on the AP is the assault at the. I sent them a message. I'll call them back. But the AP's top story is the attack in Russia. Reuters' top story is U.S. Senate takes up to $1.2 trillion bill to avoid shutdown with a midnight deadline. What the hell is DW? No idea who this is. But DW is a news thing. But their top story is Russia and China veto UN resolution for ceasefire in Gaza. Oh, this is news. NBC News reports Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene files motion to oust Mike Johnson as Speaker. So now they're not happy with Mike Johnson. They're trying to get him out because he's proved that he's a rhino as well. Oh, Jamie, are you still here? I don't really know about that, Tim. That's going to lead to a lot of the shit we talked about in the last video or the video before about video being generated by AI trying to get people in trouble. CBS News top story: body of missing University of Missouri student Riley Strain found in river in West Nashville. So they finally found that kid that they were looking for at the University of Missouri. Prayers go out to his friends and family. May he rest in peace. The Daily Beast. Trump claims he got $500 million in cash as bond deadline looms. Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. Another rhino is resigning. Wisconsin Rep Mike Gallagher to resign early. So there goes another rhino, but that really makes it crazy for us. Okay, let's see here. CNN. CNN's top story is, what season is it? Parts of Midwest will see more snow in spring's first week than all winter. So that should make you happy, Mr. Finman. And then NPR. NPR's top story is FBI contacts passengers from aborted Alaska Airlines flight. What the hell is that about? Oh, as they are possible victims of a crime. Huh. So, those are your top stories for today. What do you think? Anything on there actually worth talking about? Yeah. Yeah, I like Dinesh. He's a good dude. Um and I've said it numerous times. I don't know if you guys heard me say it, but I've said it many times that the Republican Party is just as corrupt as the Democrat Party. Um, you know, we really need to get away from this two-party system. We need to get more parties out there that can rival them. So I like that they're going after Mike Johnson. Um, I just he's not and he's the same as Mike McCarthy. They didn't change anything. So, but all right, y'all. I got to go take care of this nasal thing. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm really having a hard time talking to you guys in a voice that's not sounding like, um, like Mickey Mouse somehow. I'm really fucked up Mickey Mouse, but a Mickey Mouse type of voice. So I'm going to call it. I thank you all for joining us. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a good time. Um, if you're not subscribed and you enjoyed it, please subscribe. I feel fine, but it's just that nasal thing going on. I'll take a Benadryl and probably pass out for a little bit, maybe. I don't know. But oh, Cindy just messaged me. Um, yeah, I apologize to those that I didn't get to send this out to. With a link. I was up until the last second trying to get other platforms working so that I could be on YouTube and Rumble at the same time. But it didn't work out that way, so I was just in a hurry trying to get at least one platform up and running, and it was YouTube today. So, uh, but yes, thank you. I appreciate all of you. Um, be good to yourselves. Forgive yourselves for your shortcomings. We all have them. Uh, you know, again, I'm always here. If you're on Discord, my number is on under the contact information on both Discords. Um, if you want to join my Discord, message me and I will get you on there. But again, thank you all, and I will talk to you all soon. See you later.